On the assist by Green.
Understanding where he needs to be, Curry way out ahead that time.
Brunson outside. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
To the paint. And no good. Some solid defense from Hart. Pass to MP. Looney with it. Guarded by Green. Back to MP. Up in time. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
He didn't even look worried about the time.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter.
20.
It's the Knicks.
The Warriors.
As they wrap up the
15.
first quarter with a tremendous 17-6 run. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
Knicks foul.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Kuminga out there with Trace Jackson-Davis. Then there's Moses Moody. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the 76ers played some superb ball. He ended up with 15 points and wore the defense down with his three-point shooting. He was difficult to contain in that one, and his performance off the bench was impactful. Let's see if he can do that again tonight. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. The aggressiveness, Greg, he showed the other night. We'll see if he can match that intensity here.
I'm a believer. I think he can produce at the same level tonight.
Oh, I don't know. After you put up numbers like that, I think the defense starts paying a little bit more attention to you, so it might be difficult.
So skilled working inside. Towns knows how to operate down low.
22-15.
For the New York Knicks, they come in off a good outing against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
And you talk to coaches around the league, and they'll tell you sometimes the ball just goes in. It's as simple as that.
Powell with it. He had 10 points in the win against Philadelphia. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Wiggins, count it. Wiggins has got his third bucket of the night.
Making his size a factor. Wiggins does work in the paint.
Wiggins against Brunson. Over Wiggins. And it's Brunson missing.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead. You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
It didn't take long for Pajemski to establish himself as an elite charge taker.
The funny thing about the game of basketball is that some things can't be taught. Potts clearly has the it factor when it comes for the timing that it takes to draw charges. He can steal a few possessions for you every single game.
Brunson the pass to MP. At the top of the key, Powell. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA. And sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
And so Powell nails both of them. Warriors trail by 5. Pass to Jackson-Davis. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Pajemski with it. MP's there. Basket good.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Leonard the pass to MP. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Yeah, Leonard really utilizing the vision to find the crack in the defensive coverage.
Inside. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And a quick look at some of the numbers for Jonathan Kuminga. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
Yeah, really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
There was a good back and forth between these teams last year. You'd expect it to be a mismatch on paper, but it turned out to be pretty even.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
And the Knicks making a change here. Bridges checks in. Curry can't get it to go.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Bridges finds MP. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
Well, you look at Leonard. He's there in the top 10 in the Eastern Conference voting. The fans have really gotten behind him.
And that's the way it should be. Kevin, you could make a case that he should be a starter, but there's just so many great players in the East. Just being in the top 10 shows how much respect the fans have for him.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. And here's MP for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Takes the 3. Walker with the rebound.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. RJ, with how well Curry continues to play, I'm not sure his three-point record will ever be broken.
It's going to be tough to do. But even if it does, I think Steph will still be regarded as the best shooter we have ever seen, simply because how he changed the game.
That's good from Stephen Curry, the greatest shooter ever. Steph Curry, you played with him. What was it like seeing him day in and day out?
I had the pleasure of playing with Steph the first year he broke the NBA record for threes in a season. And when I tell you he was just scratching the surface, he was always looking to push the boundaries, to see what he can do, and to work at every aspect of his shooting.
Drains the three-pointer. That's 10 points for MP.
Yeah, Bridges has a good eye for spotting those openings, and he can make timely passes.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
The Warriors shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
The first free throw is good.
And you know with Curry, what impressed me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
And both free throws good for Curry.
And here in the second quarter, he's starting to work himself to the free throw line. That's a good move.
From deep, Brunson. There's Brunson from deep.
And a lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And so it's the New York Knicks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. Back right after this.
27.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. Making some changes here. So with Leonard on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. We've got Jalen Brunson. He's out there with MP. Josh Hart out there with Kevon Looney. And it's Reed in at the 4. Brunson kicks to MP. Walker with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And stolen by MP. Pass to Looney. Walker with the rebound. Warriors trailed by 19. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by New York. Brunson's got his 4th rebound in this one. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report.
That's a fantastic decision by Curry. Defense too focused in on Steph.
Brunson the pass to MP. And the 3 off target. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the